Gambling, defined by in the Merriam-Webster's dictionary as an act of having an element of risk. When most people think of gambling, they think of casinos and slot machines, cards and poker chips. What people don't think of are spreads, over-unders, parlays, and money lines. This area of practice is called sports betting and is increasingly popular among young adults. Jeff Monge and Matthew Galanitis are two ASU students who experience the highs and the lows of gambling on sports.
Well, I partake in a lot of different forms of gambling. My favorite has to be collegiate sports, football, basketball, baseball, anything of that sort.
Typically, I do everything online. I focus mainly on college basketball. It's a bit more consistent than college football, regular football, and the NBA. I avoid baseball and soccer. It's not sports that I know too well, so that's who I normally run with.
On the surface, sports gambling may seem like a good, harmless time if you're winning. Unfortunately, in this hobby, winning is far from a guarantee.
Throughout the week, my goal is to not max out my credit limit on my account. So my sports book allows me $500 a week to gamble, and my goal is to just not max out. If I essentially my week is just chasing zero. The most I've ever been down was the full $500 credit that I lost completely. So minus 500 in a week.
Aside from losing money, sports betting can take a mental toll on the gambler as well.
My worst memory from gambling had to have been I quit 2 years ago when I was a sophomore in college because I had a bit of a mental break. I had lost way too much money that I could not pay, and I remember being in my closet nearly in tears because I had just lost hundreds of dollars on a college football game.
The risk is worth it to Jeff and Matthew, and to help lessen the risks, outside sources are used to help make the betting process a little easier.
I use a website called KenPom. It's all the advanced statistics, and these advanced statistics just kind of measure the efficiency of the teams, and I use that to help assure myself when I gamble.
Ultimately, it's up to the user to decide if the risk is worth the reward. For JMC 305 Sports, I'm Brandon Bonaparte.